Yes, that's a cat in my suitcase. Mochi doesn't like it when I go away, but we're doing something we never do, leaving together overnight. Sometimes we do need to leave the Chateau grounds, and it's not easy for us to get away together, considering our menagerie of animals, some of whom need meds. But we bribed our kids and off we went. Our goal? 48 hours to get into the holiday spirit. Seen a cookie like this in New York, have you? These are giant cookies.
Maybe that's something recent in New York.
And maybe we missed the boat on the giant cookies. We were on the hunt for a few stocking stuffers for our girls. I struck out, but it's always fun to look around. €30 for a record. Okay, how much is an old Clash album? I have the original one. 45 euros. We clearly hadn't bought any albums within the past 30 years or so. We had no idea how much a record cost today. Iron Butterfly Live. Does it have that? Our first stop was to pick up a few things for the apartment. We're staying in a rental rather than a hotel, so provisions were necessary. The store includes La Grande Épicerie, their gourmet food hall, and I always like to poke around to see what's new. That's if you need caramel on the go. It's like a squeezy.
Squeeze it right into your mouth.
Yum. Too many choices. Do you need some beer?
Ooh, let's see it.
Well, what kind of beer do you drink? You drink blonde?
Usually, yeah.
Here's a blonde.
That's a lot of money for one beer.
Where's it from? Mont Blanc. I'd never heard of this. So what did you say about it? It's...
Well, I was at a restaurant and the only beer they had was Budweiser. I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll have it. But it tasted nothing like the Budweiser I know.
So
it tasted like good beer.
Owned by the Czech Republic. But you said it's decent.
Yeah, it tasted good. I mean, it certainly wasn't Budweiser.
Yeah. Just to compare prices, this is something we buy all the time. And this in Paris is €8.25. At home it's about $3.25 or something. Years ago, I would travel to France and bring back butter to San Francisco. Now they actually offer a vacuum pack service because so many people are bringing back delicious French butter. Bananito, like baby bananas. And those are $16.95 a kilogram. There's a really strong smell in the air. Truffle, yeah, not your favorite. It's very overpowering, yeah. There must be a whole truffle section nearby because I can smell it. Yeah, look, here we are. I mean, I like truffles, but really in moderation. You don't want truffle chips? Okay, try them. They might be good. Maybe we should get a truffle scented candle. That might be up your alley.
No.
More truffles. Paris has a charm that's hard to put into words. The old buildings, the graceful bridges, and now that it's December, about 6 million people trying to cross the street at once. It makes me appreciate the creativity and invention behind everything we see. So I wanted to show you something that taps into that same spark of curiosity. I'd like to introduce you to the book, The Ultimate Guide to Rebuilding a Civilization by Hungry Minds, an international collective of artists, scientists, designers, and architects. This is an illustrated encyclopedia of the inventions and ideas that built our world. Basically, anyone you would want to consult if the world suddenly needed rebuilding. It's not just something to read, it's a beautifully designed trip through the history of human creativity. So our youngest daughter is our resident history fanatic, and she was the first to dive in and give her stamp of approval, and she's pretty picky. The illustrations combine medieval art with engineering drawings, and the print quality is beautiful. You can feel the weight and detail in every page. And yes, Santa even makes an appearance, and he's on a gyroplane. I was not expecting that. The book makes a perfect Christmas gift, something meaningful and inspiring that people actually keep out on the table, not the kind of gift someone says, oh, thanks again, socks. No matter if someone is into history, science, art, design, the book has something for every curious mind. They also have bundles and gift cards just in case you're buying for someone who already owns everything. If I've sparked your curiosity and you want your own copy or give to someone as a holiday gift, I put a link in the description, and use our code French10 for a special Christmas discount, or just scan the QR code on the screen. Now back to Paris for more holiday shenanigans. Okay, so what I need to know is this as good as my French onion soup? I don't know.
Nothing's as good as yours.
I don't think you even tried my French onion soup because you're lactose intolerant, and Lincoln doesn't eat a lot of cheese. Okay, I maintain that my onion soup still reigns supreme, but this one was easily one of the best I've had in Paris. It just fell a little short on flavor. To be fair, I'm unreasonably picky about onion soup. So it went from rain to sunshine. €2,560. So what makes this so? Maybe it's the type of wood?
Oh, that's a cross section of a very old tree.
Yeah.
Definitely. Only part of it, too.
So don't we have any old trees on the property that we could,
I guess we could cut down to get paid $22,000.
Yeah, so I think we have probably 10 or 20 trees on the property that we could turn. So 10 times €20,000.
Pay for our kitchen.
pay for our kitchen, Lincoln.
We're going to the Ritz.
Do you think they're going to let us into the Ritz?
I don't know. They might think we're riffraff. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay. Now, we don't normally hang out at the Ritz, but we thought it would be fun to grab a drink and then head right to bed. The Ritz bar was giving an early 2000s lounge vibe, and cool if you're into that. On this particular evening, there were older men with much younger women, a wedding party, and a famous French actress. In hindsight, we should have gone to the Hemingway bar, but I'm happy we stayed, and I ordered an amazing cherry cocktail. So we came to Paris to try to get into the Christmas spirit. I feel a little hungover. I had a cocktail last night, and it just, I don't know what was in it, but it was good, but it just one cocktail threw me through a loop.
It had a really cool ice cube in it.
Yeah, it was a very beautiful looking drink, and it was a very overpriced drink.
Yeah.
It was insanely expensive. We just need to go home and try to start decorating for the holidays.
Yeah.
It's hard to leave the view, but
Yeah, you can't really beat that.
we have a different view at home, right? Our view is a little different.
A little different.
Yeah. So we're coming up on Shakespeare and Company, and if you don't get here early enough, you have to wait in a big line to get into the shop. So these people are all waiting. We're heading to this little Christmas market. I usually find some nice little things over here in this park. Most Paris Christmas markets are pretty, but a lot of them are touristy, with stalls selling mass-produced items. The genuinely atmospheric ones are smaller and more local. I think this Marche de Noël in Notre Dame is one of the better ones. That's cute. We did end up buying a couple of these handmade plaster reliefs. They replicate the windows and other parts of Notre Dame. Something to hang on the wall. I think they're really interesting. Before we caught our train, we met our friend Michael for a leisurely lunch at a lovely fish restaurant, and after about 3 hours, they politely kicked us out.
cars, I think 6 cars, directly across from where our car was parked, were completely burned out. Like there had been this massive fire.
And there was a chain link fence
Right,
around
they had put a chain link fence around the cars. And even the car that was 2 cars next to us
was damaged.
Like the license plate looked melted, and they had put tape up, like I guess it was taping off like a crime scene kind of thing. And they got back to their car when we got back to ours.
But the thing is, when we first got to the train station the day before in the morning, it was pitch black.
Right.
It smelled, I was like, it smells like electricity.
It smelled weird, and the power was off. There were no lights working. The ticket machine didn't work. The gate was up, so we just drove in.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't work.
So we get back, and the parking garage is still dark, and then we noticed all the chain link fence and the burnt cars.
Well, it was nighttime, and again, there were no lights on.
No.
So I was like, whoa.
We couldn't even get out of the parking garage because we didn't have a ticket.
There was another guy who was in the same situation as us, where he had come in when the ticket machine wasn't working. He helped us by explaining the situation.
Yeah.
And we were able to get out with paying a normal amount rather than some lost ticket fee or whatever that they usually do.
It said
basically, if your car got damaged here, contact your insurance company.
Yeah, and we couldn't tell because it was so dark, so we just kind of drove off, and our car was fine.
Our car was fine, but
yeah, it was just a really weird situation. Like nobody had control of it, or
yeah, the place was deserted when we got there, and it was deserted when we got back there.
Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, and if you have something to say, leave us a comment.